about episode 7 of Hunting Wives. Before that, we got to tell you that we have a new lady in the studio. Juno, producer
Hi,
Charlie's
Juno.
dog is here. Oh my God. Hi, Juno. She's sitting in a chair. We have become so totally ourselves around Juno. I'm like, look at the baby girl. You're like, I can take it or leave it.
Yeah. Yeah. I conceptually am endeared by Juno. Hi, Juno. Juno's a very demanding producer.
Yeah.
Juno told us that she's
Little
going to make us a
Hamsy.
star.
Little Hamsy, right in with the tongue, if I may.
Yeah.
Honestly?
No boundary. I'm going to report you to HR.
Yeah. Unfortunately, she's also HR. I'm sorry to say that. Yeah, she's HR. I thought I should tell you that now. Hello, how the hell are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much.
This wig. You've stopped trying.
What wig? I once again ask you, what wig? Look, Catherine, I came here. I've had a mind, body, and soul day. I woke up. I had a session with my PT. Then I had therapy. And now I'm here with you. Every aspect of my body and mind has been catered to.
I don't think you should have to podcast after therapy. I think it's a case of one or the other.
Really?
I'm so drained and I've cried so much after therapy that it's time to have a little nap.
Interesting.
Sorry, is your PT the guy who looks like he's in a boy band and is so hench?
He was in a boy band.
That makes so much sense.
He was in a boy band.
God, he's so
Love
fit.
you, boo.
He's so fit.
He's great.
Anywho, hello. What's your horniest moment of the week?
I would like to plug another song that has made me truly want to make love to the world and to myself.
I wish I'd listened to the Casey Musgraves one like
You're
I was supposed to. I should have. That would be what a friend would have done.
No, I mean, you're
But
fine.
instead I went, go on.
Look, if it's not on that playlist, you're not going to listen to it.
If the teens put it on there, then I'll listen.
It's a song called Breathe by someone called Malcolm Todd. I know nothing about this young fella. I know that he's half naked on the album cover. And honestly, it is like liquid sex. It like feels illicit to listen to it.
Give me a lyric.
It is, it's gross. It's like, it's gross. He's like, breathe into me. I got 2 best friends in a hotel suite. Like,
nice.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
But he's cocky, but it works. It works.
Love
Listening
it.
to it on public transport, I was like, I don't mind if I do.
Yeah. Okay,
I gotta
great.
go get my best friend and show up to the hotel suite.
That's nice. I have 2. May I say 2?
I'm listening.
Okay, so I watched I Love LA. Having tried it already before where I was like, none of these people are nice. That remains true. We don't need to get into whether or not I like it because famously them commenting on other people's shows was not to my liking.
Yeah.
But
Also cast us, so.
Yeah, also that. And love your work. Would love to be a part of your show. Anything you need, just give us a call. But if you need like their moms, if you need someone to play their moms, we're available. But talk to me about, I don't know her name, Odessa?
Yes.
Oh my God, that hair. That hair.
I mean, she's just generally a very, very sexy girl.
I know, but I just want to put my hands in her hair. Even though I know that's not what you do with curls. I know that. But oh my God, she's the most...
But I feel like she'd understand because you get it.
I love what she's doing for the curly girl movement. I love
Yeah.
what she's doing for formal wear, curly hair.
She's doing a lot of really good red
such a
carpets
smoke show.
too.
Yeah. Oh my God, she's such a smoke show. So there's that. The other horniest moment I had was... I'm sorry to objectify you, Olga, but here we go.
Uh-oh.
Olga came to my kitchen. We went to my kitchen because we chose that as a place where we could freely talk about people.
I want a full name.
Without being overheard. It just is like, windows closed, let's do this thing. After my complaining about my concern about somebody not making an effort with me and how maybe I don't think that they feel like, like they try as hard as I try. Olga said these words, I just don't think she knows you're alive. And something changed in me chemically. I was like, 1, I'm free again. 2, I'm so turned on. 3, this is how I need to just be like, it was harsh, but it was hot. And it felt very Margot coded. And it felt very like, that's what I needed to hear. I needed a big slap around the face. And it was so freeing that it turned me on.
I surely did not mean it in a mean way. But
No, you didn't. It was a reflection of that person, not of me. But you were right. It was like, girl, no one's thinking about you.
It is the toughest thing because I used to describe my narcissism as people either love me or hate me. Either way, they're definitely thinking about me.
Yeah.
But the reality check of that is, babe, they're not. You're not on their mind.
This is
They
it.
haven't thought of you.
Yeah.
And that is as harsh as it is so completely freeing.
So freeing. I felt 10 years younger. I was like, okay, get it, girl. Let's do it. It was so nice.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
it was
harsh,
beautiful.
But I'm glad that it helped.
It was
and
exactly what I needed. I mean, it is exactly what I needed. So, sorry. This show's gotten good all of a sudden.
Oh, it's fantastic. Before we get into that, heated rivalry news, the leaked descriptions of the roles that they're casting for. And specifically the Russian therapist that's in her 50s. Literally never have I ever sent something to my agent faster and then followed by, could I play 50? And the thing is, I think this wig is sort of my audition in a way.
Yes.
Do I read as 50? I'm also not wearing makeup today.
Ask me how it makes me feel in Russian. Ask me how it makes me feel in Russian.
Ну и как ты поэтому себя чувствуешь? Wow. I think I could do it.
That was perfect.
Guys, I can do 50. I can stop using SPF. For you, I'll stop using SPF.
I think also it's like television land. 30-year-old men play teenage boys.
Yeah.
27-year-old women play 50-year-old women.
Yeah.
That's the standard practice, isn't it?
Whatever they did to de-age a certain Robert De Niro in The Irishman can get the reverse of that.
Can I get the reverse though, please? I would love that part for you so much.
And
obviously.
I would love literally any part for you.
Oh my God, same girl,
Would
same.
they recast you now?
I'd like to play the agent. From The Long Game.
I've never read The Long Game.
I'd like to play the agent, but no, that's amazing. I also if they recast Jackie and she's got some sass, I'm there. Here's my thing. Do you speak Russian with your therapist?
No, I speak English.
Okay, great. Yeah, all right. Bye.
But if I need to speak Russian with my therapist to get the role, I'll do it.
Yeah, whatever you need, she'll do it, and I could be her secretary. I think the therapist probably needs a secretary, an Irish one.
I think so.
That sounds true.
I was reading between the lines, and that was very much implied.
Yeah, that's what I read. Yeah. Are there any others? Who else?
Is the Irish assistant in the room with us today?
Where are they leaked?
I think then I saw a bunch of like Reddit posts where people are like, are these real?
Okay.
But it was a lot of castings for specific hockey players.
Oh my God, which ones?
I don't know. I haven't read The Long Game, babe.
This is why we need to do this quickly on Patreon. Okay, well, message us.
For Patreon, should we just audition for each and every role?
Yeah!
I'm Olga. I'm based in London.
And I'll be reading for Shane Hollander. Jokes! He's gonna be there.
I would just also like to bring the attention to the fact that Hunting Wives is a Crave show in Canada.
What?
Yeah, it's on Crave in Canada.
Oh my God. I knew I liked these girls. Cheers. Give it up for Crave. Before we get into this week's episode, I do just want us to quickly talk about some Spotify comments because
Absolutely,
I love the people on Spotify so much. They are they really tell you how it is.
It's actually a 5-way tie between our Instagram commenters, our YouTube commenters, our Spotify commenters, and our TikTok commenters.
We love all y'all girls. So first of all, I just love Faux Frenchie says, not me, a celibate bisexual woman getting Viagra ads on top of this episode. Are they lost? Can I just say, I think they're at home. I think they found their place. Thank you for joining. This is one of the very few podcasts that makes me laugh out loud by myself. What a gift. That's so nice.
Thank you so much.
But on the other side to Sandra's comment, Jasmine says, I need to stop listening to this at work. I look insane at my desk. So, yep, fair enough. I do like this. So, Pink Wave says, I'm fully Camp Olga, high name twin. Oh my God, Pink Waves and Olga. I loved all the lovey-dovey stuff. Ilya's internal monologue on wanting to be around Shane holding his hand during sex on the dock. My biggest disappointment in episode 6, though, was that there was no dock. Girl, I know. A rock for Shane to sit on while Ilya was in the water. A fucking rock? Not good enough,
Jacob. Go fund me for a dog.
I need that dog. I need an RWRB moment of our dripping. What does that mean?
Is it like RWRB? Like Royal Boats? Something.
I need an RWRB moment of our dripping, wet, sun-drenched. Okay, Canada, love sick.
Red, white, royal, blue? Yeah.
Oh.
We gotta read and watch that.
I think we maybe
we
do.
Have to. We have to.
It's
one of my comfort movies.
Oh, what is it?
Red, white, and royal blue.
I need a red, white, and royal blue moment of our dripping, wet, sun-soaked, sun-drenched, okay, Canada, lovesick, grinning boys on a golden wooden dock. I need it. Okay, Pink Wave, but maybe
you got away with words.
Maybe I need to watch that.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's a movie, you're saying?
Amazon original.
Is it? Fascinating. Another comment that we had is Camille on Spotify said, I have, just to let you know, I've seen an adorable tattoo of Ilya's little lake shoes poking, intended, out of the water, and I'm genuinely considering getting it.
Oh my God. That's like a reference even I wouldn't get.
Are we well? No, I'd get it. But where do you get that tattoo? Just like below the belly button? Like, how does that work?
No, I
diving in.
No, above your butt crack. So
Nice.
So then when you wear jeans, they pop out. And the jeans are blue, like the water.
And like the denim barrier between the boys.
Rachel Reed.
This is so funny.
The denim barrier.
I'm sending so much love. Oh, this is so nice. Sorry. This is so nice. Do you remember we had an email in from Scott?
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
Oh my God. We all cried. And this has just been, and I've seen quite a few people respond to it, but this is really nice. I'm sending you just in case, I hope Scott's still listening. Scott, I know we're talking about women now, Scott, but I hope you're still with us. I hope you're still with us. This is what has been said on Spotify for you. Scott, I'm sending so much love to you, the person who cannot live his life yet. May you find happiness soon. That's so nice. That's
We
so
love you, Scott.
nice. Love you, Scott. He reminds me of Ryan. He should read the book Tough Guy, people are saying to Scott. And then everyone's saying, yes, read the Ryan Price book. Okay, Scott.
I want to read the Ryan Price book now.
Yeah, me too. That's so sweet. How nice. Lastly, Penny wrote in to say, I have a very different take on Ilya removing his hand from Shane's knee after they talk about Una and David and he's fishing for info. Shane said that coming out doesn't matter anyway, which to me meant he had no immediate plans to come out. Therefore, Ilya and Shane never being out. I thought Ilya's face looked quite hurt.
Oh, so he was taking it. Well, given the fact that we know that Ilya wants to be out with Shane so badly, that does track.
Okay, we're never done. We're never done, and that's my favorite. We're just never done. This is great.
That's what happens if you don't kill off all your main characters.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we are getting this question a lot, so let's just answer it. The question is, will you be reading all 6 books? I'd recommend you reading them in order, even though some of the other relationships aren't as good, but it really all comes together in the last 2, and I think I enjoyed them more because I'd read all of the in-between ones.
I think we're going to give it a good go.
Listen, should we... The question is, do we do Heated Rivalry? Do we do Game Changers before we do Long Game?
I think so.
And do we do it on the main... No, we do it on Patreon.
We do it on Patreon.
We do Horny TV here.
I think this is my opinion.
Yeah.
We need to do the core ones that are the TV show first, and then we move on to any other ones, including Long Game. And I think we do it all on Patreon because Patreon is our book club.
Okay. So we'll go Game Changers first.
I think so.
Okay. And then Long Game?
Yes.
I've been saying Long Game for so long. Sorry, guys. Maybe we're going back to Game Changers and then we're going Long Game and then we're going all the others. Ah! You're going to love Ryan Price so much. Anyway, I can't.
Who's Ryan Price?
Sorry, Cherry Credence, by the way, I hope that's your actual name, says David, you know when David leaves the cottage, as we know, he reverses out of there at pace. David was embarrassed, knew how embarrassed Shane would be and wanted to give them privacy. Most parents are embarrassed if they walk in on their kids making out and about to get down. The first thing he explains is that he tried to let him know via text. He feels guilty, not upset. You guys are so, so funny. Thank you so much for this podcast. I've had so much fun listening to it. That's so nice. Also, sorry, I am obsessed with this person. Chills listening to you process this out loud. Okay, ready? Are you ready? Should we talk about it?
Let's freaking go.
Okay, we open on episode 7 and shit's getting good with the Hunting Wives because we're doing a flashback to Jill. Sorry, gonna say it right now. She's giving birth to Brad, and I do not believe she would have done it without a full blowout and a manicure. There, I said it. How do you feel?
Fair. Actually, that's such a fair note. I didn't even notice that, but now that you're pointing it out, obviously.
It was the first thing I noticed. I was like, nope. No. She doesn't have a manicure?
I would say contender for second hottest scene of the entire show.
Shut up! Okay, so we are about to talk about that, which I did actually block out.
It's Freakland. We're surrounded by freaks. Welcome.
We're
Take
in
a seat.
Freakland. Okay,
Take
so
a freak.
just to be clear, this woman gives birth to her baby. There doesn't seem to be much blood, mess, or gore or anything like that. Her husband's obviously not in the room because they'd have to see a vagina for the first time in his life.
Yeah.
He comes out. They hand her the baby. The nurse is like, do you want to breastfeed? She's like, bottle's fine. The nurse is like, honey, breast is best.
Which is question mark, but we will gloss over this for the time being.
She's like, it's always grossed me out because I've never had a mouth there before.
Reverend confirmed gay?
I think we can 100% say Reverend confirmed gay. He handed her a vial of his sperm. That's how she has this baby. And he was only willing to do it one time.
Yes.
They then put the baby on. He latches straight away. And she
comes. She fully comes.
She comes. Okay, I didn't imagine.
Freak City, baby.
She
Let's
comes.
go.
She comes.
Yeah. So it's like, that's why she's so upset with Bradley. It's the only man who's ever made her come. It's disgusting.
I'm sorry, why was the nurse still there not calling CPS? I was like, call the police. How were child services not called in? It was repulsive.
It's Freak City.
It was freaky, and me no likey.
And now we're cooking with gas. Again, I mean, I keep saying this, but it's like, finally the show is
the show is showing, but I hated that. It gave me a horrible feeling in my teeth. And that's just true.
And that makes fun of you. I
didn't like it. Sophie and Margot are talking about how much Jill fancies Brad. And so she could be the killer.
She's posting shirtless pictures of him.
Yeah. Boy mom. And obviously Margot then tells her that she played the voice note to everyone. And she's like, sorry, girl, it kind of freaked me out, which I do think is fair. And then she kisses Sophie, but Jed's home. Is that right?
I believe so. I messed up, but I'm back okay.
Yeah.
Then Jed shows up and Sophie does need to run away.
That's
and then
right.
we cut to third hottest scene of the entire show. I mean, they're knocking it out of the park, honestly.
This one is so exciting. Sorry. This one washed away the breastfeeding orgasm. Because we do cut to, go on, you can say it.
Callie pegging the sheriff. I peg the sheriff. And like, to me...
And she's saying, who's going to catch a killer? Who's going to catch a killer? Who's the best sheriff in town? Who's going to catch a killer? And he is covered in a lot of questionable Native American tattoos. Let's just say that.
I mean, all of these people are very questionable.
Yeah. And then...
They're bad people doing bad things.
He comes and she takes off a giant hot pink dildo strap on.
And I guess that there's something satisfying to me. Okay. I've posted about this on social media. I've talked about this at nauseum, and I apologize, but I just need to bring this up. You're aware of my thick-rimmed wife theory.
Thick-rimmed glasses wearing wife? Yes, I am aware of your theory.
You think a man is gay, and then you meet his wife. And what I like about the thick-rimmed wife, she's inevitably wearing thick-rimmed glasses, is that her whole aura is that she's in on it. She's okay with it.
Are we talking like
cheated?
We're talking Philippa Perry's. We're talking
Baz Luhrmann's wife.
Baz Luhrmann's
wife is not like in denial. She's in on it.
They're like, yeah, we buy art together.
Yeah.
Look at my glasses. Hugh Jackman's ex-wife.
Yes. Yeah.
Thought. Now with Sutton Foster, I know it's very confusing. What's he up to? But anyway, yes, the thick-rimmed glasses.
I think dating Sutton Foster is the gayest thing a man can do.
I do agree with that.
Let's remember, Liza Minnelli has 4 ex-husbands. These men are not straight. And I truly mean this.
No, you're right.
But I guess there was a part of me that's like, oh, is Callie sort of in the dark? That's not to say that a man who gets pegged is gay. That's not true. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is he clearly has interest in men, aka Chip. And before I was like, does Callie know? And now I feel like maybe Callie does and she's in on it.
I fully thought she knew the second she walked in on Chip and was just like, well, of course.
Yeah.
I also
boys.
Yeah, I also feel like obviously if you want to get pegged, it just means you have a male anatomy. It doesn't mean that you're gay.
Yes.
But I think that what is fun to me about them is in that moment I genuinely felt like they were both bisexual. They were both loving it. Yeah. And also so like into each other and kind of like I feel like they They know what's up.
They're the most authentically bi people on the show.
I genuinely agree with that. I really, truly, really, truly feel that in my heart. And I loved it so much. I loved her wiping her hand on the duvet in that way that you do when you know you have staff. I was like, whoa! I loved it. By the way, she's like, get it. Which after she pegs him, and as she's fucking him, she's like, who's going to be America's sheriff? Who's going to catch a killer? Go, go, go. And embodying that, I guess, like, G'ing up from the fucking, he walks into his sheriff's office and he's like, we're gonna catch this person, there's a dead cheerleader in this town and it's shameful, and he's like, go, go, go.
And that's what a good pegging will do to a man.
It's incredible. I was like, look what a good pegging can do. And then the bald guy Flynn goes, what's up his ass?
Oh, come on.
That's just fun.
That's good stuff. See, that's good stuff.
At which point Chip chips in and says, I don't know, but I like it. Yeah, you do, Chip. Oh my God, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I was
it's
like,
good stuff.
I was like, okay, cool. We're just playing full innuendo. This is great. Sophie, I guess, goes and finds Star and tells her that she may have found a motive. And Sophie, this is okay. Going from like fun and exciting pegging and getting the team whipped up to a very rogue choice by Sophie, which is to go to a incredibly Christian anti-abortion woman's house.
Yeah, the woman that you know 3 facts about, one of which is that she hates abortion.
The other of which is that her daughter just died.
Yeah.
And rocks up and is like, the girl you think you raised to be a good girl, a good Catholic girl who you thought was a virgin, actually pregnant and had an abortion. But at least we have a motive, girl.
Yes. Not the most sensitive. We have Star saying, what are you going to tell me? That my daughter is a murderer?
Yeah, she said that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, every time she's almost sympathetic, she ruins it.
But then again, I keep coming back to the fact, Star's utter lack of curiosity vis-a-vis her daughter or who killed her is startling and appalling.
I do agree. And her... like, the fact that doesn't complicate anything for her, but the first go-to is, but we're anti-abortion.
Yeah.
That would make her a murderer, rather than like, wow,
oh, no.
maybe she was going through something I didn't know about. Maybe this was actually consequential for her life. Oh my God.
I wish I was there for her. There's none of that.
Yeah, I feel like Star's written so one-dimensionally and it's so unfair. It's so unfair.
And also it's like, instead of being like, yeah, I wish I knew more things about her, what she said is like, Pastor Pete knew those things about her.
I know.
Okay, Star, go buy your goddamn boots, I guess.
She just doesn't seem clever. Maybe it's like bimbo representation with Star.
Maybe it is.
Hey. Brad and Margot, obviously.
Yeah, so basically Margot shows up at Brad's court and tries to get Brad to investigate Jill. He checks her phones because he says that he knows her passwords. Turns out she's changed every single password.
Oh, yes, that's right. Okay, so Margot basically puts him onto the idea that, like, it's weird that his mom would have called Abby.
Yeah.
And is essentially like, she's being weird. Yeah, can you check? And by the way, why would he know all of her passwords on her phone and laptop? But anyway, you're right. She's changed them. She's also deleted the GPS history in her car.
Jill is looking guilty as hell.
She is, which is surprising from a woman whose what's the word, like a screensaver on her laptop is a psalm that reads, children are a heritage from the Lord, offspring, a reward from him. It's so on brand. It's in the most hideous font, and I just love it so much. It's very Jesus first, Rachel Reed first energy, and I love it.
Can I ask you something?
Go on.
Do you find, and I don't know if this is true of Catholics in Ireland, I would never dream of making any sweeping claims about those people. Do you see the level and depth to which some Americans engage with the Bible? Mm-hmm. And you think, well, I wish you critically read literally any book like that.
Yeah.
The amount of like willingness to see subtext, to like analyze wording, to like read it over and over and over again. I'm like, you could do this to Moby Dick. Mm-hmm. You could do this to The Bell Jar. You could do this to anything. Mm-hmm. And it's so interesting to me that this like sort of curiosity in this literary skill is applied to just one text.
Yeah. It feels like a fandom. Truly, it's
who
like
would do such a thing.
It feels like
to read it on Patreon.
It's so weird to be so focused on just one book because you
with
think
a highlighter.
Because you think it's the word of God. It's like, yeah, that's weird. Wait a second. Do you think they all fancy Jesus like we fancy Connor and Hudson? And that's what? Yeah, okay.
He's topless.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Come on.
Okay, Christians, we see you. Yeah, so he goes to her car, obviously realizes that she's deleted it, and she catches him with her freaking secateurs in her hand, or her whatever it is, and she looks terrifying. And Margot goes back to the motel, and she updates Sophie on the GPS deletion, and Sophie tells her, Star didn't even seem happy that I told her dead daughter had an abortion. And she's like, yeah, girl, people don't like the A word around here, especially when it's an accusation. Fun to say.
And what Margot says afterwards is, God rest her soul, but that girl was fucking. What a lovely turn of phrase.
Says the woman sharing a teenage dick with her. It's not right. That's ye. I guess it's like ye without sin cast the first stone. It just feels a bit like she missed that one. Okay.
Okay, so is the most tragic figure in this TV show Brad, who keeps constantly getting sexually abused by older women?
It does feel like he's having a horrible time. He's been groomed by his mother for his mom's friend, I guess, question mark. And then is like somehow incriminated in the murder of his girlfriend, who, yeah, he wasn't nice to, but no one's been nice to him. It's weird. And his avoidant homosexual reverend dad. It's all very complicated to be Brad. I think you're right.
Yeah, we need a Brad's perspective on this.
We do. Just be Brad. We then get Margot saying to, because Sophie's like, fuck, basically, like, what the hell do I want to get at? Like, where are we going with this? And Margot's like, well, what do you want to get out of it? And she's like, I want to feel free, like, when I'm with you.
And they start talking all sexy, and I literally wrote down in real time, in all caps, is Margot lying?
I wrote down, Sophie is a fool.
Yes, come on.
And then, sorry, this is when I get a little bit annoyed. Margot gets on her knees, takes off her panties. That should be hot, but there's that fucking ballet toe again. And I'm like, I think Margot doesn't, I don't know if Margot wants it, and you are like performing for a male gaze that isn't in the room, girl.
Yeah.
Why the Barbie feed? Anyway, we don't even get to enjoy this moment, because before they can really get hot and heavy with it, Sophie's like, my life's crazy.
But Margot going down on her felt so transactional in that moment. I was like, this is you. It feels like a go-to. It feels like the move that she used on Jed many a times. We saw her when she was like lotioning her legs, and then she wanted to get something out of Jed, so she immediately turned to sex.
I agree.
And she's done it time and time again. That felt in the spirit of that.
I do. Well, yeah, it felt more real to me than before, but it still felt like she doesn't know how to detach it from what she gets from it.
Yes.
And so, yeah, Sophie is thankfully like, my life is crazy. I'm cheating on my husband. The first time she realizes that she cares about Graham. And Margot, honestly, when she's talking about Graham, looks so bored, which I did relate to. But she just says, I still want you, and as soon as I fix my life, I'll come back. And fine. At this point, I did think, maybe Sophie is actually using her, like, rather than her using Sophie. Maybe that was Sophie's deflection.
Oh, I like that. So Sophie's actually smarter than we think.
Yeah. Then Babyface is going through the perv's phone.
She's going through the perv's trash.
My apologies,
finds a vodka
yes.
receipt.
Yes, and Louisiana call back, and they're like, we thought we'd never hear that perv's name again, but we have.
And Louisiana is basically full on saying pizza perv.
Yeah, exactly. Now, he is in his... sorry, if you don't want to be suspicious, can I just say... Don't drag giant duffel bags out of your house that look like they have a body in them. Mm-hmm. Try to put them... By the way, you'll sometimes hear a dog, and that's okay. She's suspicious as well.
3D immersion.
Sorry, but she sees him... He's obviously pulling this bag into his car, and then he has this, like, whatever, like a trailer attached to it that's locked with a padlock. And he's obviously about to leave town, and she knocks on his window. And he looks panicked, and she's like, dude, have you been drinking? Aside from the fact that, like, are you leaving town, but also have you been drinking? And he's like, it's 11 a.m. How would I be drinking? And it's like,
he'd look less suspicious if he was fully covered in blood head to toe.
I genuinely agree, because then something might have happened to him. Whereas it's like, okay, you've definitely done something bad here. And then she is like, okay, dude, give me your license and registration, at which point he does what we've known he's going to do, because this show does not do subtlety, which is he drives on out of there.
Yeah.
And she goes after him. She calls for backup. This time backup actually comes. How exciting. And Salazar and Flynn, they like stop his vehicle.
They hot dog him.
Exactly.
They burger him.
Exactly. And he gets out of his car with a gun And Flynn's pointing his gun at him, being like, put the weapon down. But she's trying to talk to him. She's like, did you kill Casey, the other girl who'd gone missing? He shoots himself.
Anticlimactic. Then we do open the trailer, and in the trailer, good news, both Nina and Casey are alive.
Yeah. Can I just... Sorry. Obviously, I get that there's like standard protocol or whatever, but can I just point to the fact that they called the ambulance after he shot himself in the head? And I was like, I think it might be too...
I don't want to come off as insensitive.
I don't want to be rude, but I feel like maybe that's not the most pressing thing. If I could. Also, sorry, when Nina gets out of the car, she's like, "You're safe now." Salazar keeps telling them that they're safe now, or you're okay now, and I'm like, "Girl, they're gonna have a lot of residual trauma. Why don't you give them? Why don't we decide if they're certainly out of that van?" But I felt like
that's as far as we're willing to
go.
I
when
was
it comes to
like, diagnosis.
chill out, lady.
Not in a van is as high as we're willing to go.
Yeah, I really feel like she was like, it was too much. Anyway, we're back and Sophie's in her motel and she's calling Graham. By the way, that whole scene was very dramatic, but it felt very like, to me, it felt like, okay, so it wasn't Pete.
Yes.
That's the only point of this. But like,
because they wouldn't have a killer kill himself, A. And B, the fact that his MO is not killing the girls. The both girls that went missing because of him are still alive. So he's not a killer. He's...
Yeah, and it begs the question, like, what was the point of Pete, the perv?
I think a red herring?
A red herring, sure. But also, like, is May Cobb trying to send up small town religiosity and the things they protect?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so, in a very big way. I mean, yeah, it was like a helpful device in many ways. Like, I mean, we needed him to know that Brad told someone that his girlfriend had an abortion.
Right, okay.
Like, narratively, she did weave him in a lot.
Yeah. I just felt like he was...
Too side questy?
But, like, he was, like, less that he was too side questy and more that he was too... dark for this kind of fluffy show.
I like that.
Like
I like that you're like, murder is fine, but this is too far.
I was just like, you don't have the, all due respect, emotional well-being, like, or the emotional, there isn't enough emotional intelligence in this show for that to be a storyline, I felt.
What if I told you that Margot and Brad have a bigger age gap than Abby and the pastor?
Is that true?
100%.
This is what I'm saying, though. That kind of proved my point. Okay. Anyway. Sophie calls her ever-sensitive husband. And he's like, how's it going? And she's like, dude, I'm not good. And his house is weirdly tidy for a man who is minding a child alone.
Again, it reminisces of Heated Rivalry IKEA showroom.
Yes, it's so that you're like, really?
I'm sorry, we spent all the money on wigs.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
It's so true. And he's like, well, if you know what's up, because she's like, I'm getting close to figuring this out, then he's like, go to the police and then I will get you a good lawyer because you're still my wife. We are back at we're at Maplebrook General Hospital and we're back with Salazar telling a girl things she shouldn't be telling her, like, you're lucky. I was like, she's not lucky. Leave her alone. And then she admits that she basically saw Abby's jumper in his car. I do think they do a really good description here via Nina for what it is that was going on with Pete when she says that, like, whatever he felt about myself and Casey, he felt about Abby, and whether that was like horny but angry about it and punishing us for it, like scolding us for sex is how he got off. And I thought that was a good, interesting description of, like, they want to hate the
very thing
sin, but they actually, really genuinely take it out on the sinner.
It's like that John Berger quote about vanity. Do you know it?
No.
Oh my god, it's my favorite quote of all time. Give me my phone. Sorry, it's a very good quote. We must read it out. I'm so sorry. You painted a naked woman because you enjoyed looking at her, put a mirror in her hand, and you called the painting vanity, thus morally condemning the woman whose nakedness you had depicted for your own pleasure. Come on!
Yeah. I mean, exactly that. Exactly that.
And that sort of repressed conservative upbringing breeds this kind of sort of self-hatred and punishment, right?
Judgment. Yeah, absolutely. So the sheriff is then having a press conference where he's asked if they think Pete also killed Abby. And he says, much to Salazar's surprise, that they're unconnected. And she's like, the fuck?
Mm.
And he's like, well, that guy was actually in the like dry out cell in
The drunk tank, yeah.
Yes, in the Southfield station. Because they caught him jerking off in his car. On brand. And so, of course, it couldn't have been him. And he also gives her reinstatement papers and backdates them because what's cops without corruption? Because apparently you can't just be killing or being witness to the suicide of civilians on the road, even if you do save some kids, if you're not a police officer. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. There are some rules that they obey and many that they don't.
That's true. Chip comes in with a fresh lead, though, and more importantly, his character's got a surname.
What's Chip's surname?
Ledoux. Chip
Ledoux. That's a fake name. That one of the boys in Magic Mike would call himself. Yeah. Chip Ledoux.
I wrote it down because I was like,
Not
Chip Ledoux. Chip Ledoux is his porn name.
Not Chip Ledoux.
Chip Ledoux.
You know who directed the porn parody of Die Hard?
I obviously don't know.
Vic Legina.
Well, this is her brother, Chip Ledoux. Chip Ledoux. So yes, Graham does get Sophie a new lawyer, which is fine, and just in time because guess what? The sheriff and Chip are at her freaking motel door, and they're there to arrest her. And her lawyer keeps being like, "Lady, please stop talking," but she won't stop talking. But the big problem is that despite sticking to her story, when they actually they found this trail camera, and like I was genuinely stunned. Okay, I was like floored. My wig was off at this point. I was screaming. Somebody caught Sophie chasing after Abby in the forest.
Woods.
I'm like, oh shit. Obviously, when this happens, Olga, I obviously at this point think, oh my god, it was Sophie. Because she's like, what the fuck? Her lawyer then says, like, the only thing you can say, which is like, you know, the equivalent, I think it's the lawyer equivalent of like, you can't fire me, I quit. Is he goes, you need to get that authenticated. And the sheriff's like, okay. Yeah, we'll do that, my guy. Sure.
That's a cheating husband who got caught with like a lipstick mark.
Yeah. Well, just have you even checked if it's your lipstick? It's like, my guy. Yeah, she's crazy. Anyway,
how do you know it isn't you?
Exactly.
That I'm cheating with.
So then they book her, and Salazar's like, no one thinks that was her, right? And she says, you're looking in the wrong direction. But we are where we are now. Star is finally,
oh my God,
finally crying. She's folding laundry and she's crying because she finds her kid's cheerleading outfit, and I'm like, correct, a normal human response.
But it's short lived.
It is
because then she finds quite tasteful, I would say even bridal lingerie.
Virginal
bridal lingerie in Abby's room, and I think her grief becomes slut shaming like that.
The way she is disgusted that her daughter, who died so young, had a life before her like untimely death is crazy nuts to me. And she goes to ask Jamie, where he works at Pie in the Sky, love that.
That's fun.
And asks if she was having sex, which is just like a little I feel like Jamie's getting a lot. Jamie's really having to do the emotional labor for a lot of this.
That's so true. He's like chasing Sophie at the parking lot, being like, I know you didn't do it.
Yeah, he's like dealing with Brad's outbursts. He's dealing with Jill. I just feel like he's an 18-year-old boy, but everyone's like, oh, Jamie will help. Anyway, he doesn't know if she got pregnant. He does think they were having sex. He doesn't know if Brad killed her. He will say that he thinks Brad took her for granted and cheated on her and lied to her. And he thinks it's Miss Jill who really had it out for her. And then Star goes on this like random monologue about how she thinks Jill will get her just desserts on this side or the other because she has faith.
Yeah.
Yings.
And it's very interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting what May Cobb or the creators of the show consider faith to be. Is it a force for good, or is it a force for evil, or is it like what is faith, or is it just like a neutral karmic type of thing?
And how much of it is permission? How much of it is like individualized faith is like consent to do kind of like moralizing, not just on your but on other people's behalf, and you
Yeah.
get to be the arbiter of what
It
is
just emboldens you
good
to do
and
a thing
bad.
you want to do anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is it that she wants to do?
Well, well, before that, and we will get to it, one of the wives is on a sorry, the cameraman fancies this blonde wife so much. On the longest shot on this rodeo bull.
Which narratively isn't contributing much.
It's not contributing anything. It's so funny. And Monet is saying that PPP, our pervy Pastor Pete, was a creep. And Callie's like, yeah, but we were having drinks with a murderer, Sophie, just mere weeks ago. And Margot's like, maybe. But does anybody else think Jill's being kind of weird? And they're like, oh yeah, she did say she was sick tonight. At which point they're all like, well, then she might be the murderer. And I was like, I don't know that those are the... Okay.
And then what does Taylor say when she comes in off the bowl?
My coochie is rubbed raw, y'all. It's just a bit...
nice.
It's a good time. It's a
nice.
good time. I really was like, ooh, who'll kiss it better? But no one did. And instead, Margot and Callie decide they'll go talk to Jill. To be like, I think their plan is to go, hey girl, did you by any chance murder Abby? Is that the plan?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's
Okay.
literally it.
They get there. And it turns out we see before they go there, right? We go while this is happening, we see Star getting a rifle out of her boot at Jill's house.
Yeah.
And walking across her lawn to go kill Jill.
I mean, I think
That's faith, is it?
Seeing that rifle cocked, I'd say have a conversation.
Yeah, I thought, ooh,
Let's talk.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm trying to in 2026 launch a handgun as part of conversation.
You have told me that.
I just think it's great. I feel like I've done it on a different episode, but this is I think proof that my theory. It's like every conversation could be sort of heightened with a gun.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. And
Did you kill my daughter? Did you see?
What I really do enjoy is Monet. Is it Monet? One of them is like, do you really think Birkenstocks had it in her?
Like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. And but
if you're gonna have blood splatter, you're gonna want to wear a closed-toe shoe.
Yeah, the same guy who I mean guy who is filming the rodeo cow scene is presumably, or rodeo bull scene is presumably the guy who's filming the close up on the front door that is just Callie and Margot's asses in tight trousers. And thank you, sir. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, because I guess we're saying there is no. I was saying there is no male gaze because it's a book written by a woman, a show created by a woman, written by a woman, directed by a woman.
You can't stop the DOP, bitch. Zoom.
And he was a diversity hire.
Yeah.
It feels like it's an all-female crew.
And he's like, we'll zoom up in a moment. Ding dong. And it's a no.
But Jill's not
It's
coming
so
to the
good.
door. Why isn't
No.
Jill coming to the door?
It's weird. If she was sick, she'd be in. But eventually she shows up and she's like, oh, it's so weird. I'm feeling better now. And they're like, that's great. We'll come in. And she's like, no, don't you go in the kitchen. 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 Why does she not want them to go into the kitchen, Olga?
Well, because Star is dead. And she's been shot by Jill.
She's dead.
And in that moment, you're thinking, Jill has to be the killer. Jill killed Abby. Obviously.
Well, sorry. More importantly, you're like, this is what happens to women when they try to use guns. They get them used against them more often than not. You just don't expect it to be from a tiny woman in a yellow dress.
Oh
But
my
yes,
God,
she
ain't
shot
that
her
the
in her
truth?
kitchen. It's nuts, bananas. I wasn't expecting Star to be dead
no,
too.
God, no.
But yeah, you are like, okay, Jill killed her because she knew that. Well, first of all, self-defense. But second of all, why am I her lawyer now? But second of all, presumably because she knew she killed her daughter.
Done.
Yeah, it's nuts. And so they're like, what the hell did you do? We have to call the police. And she's like, don't call the police. You have to help me. They obviously don't want to do that. And so not so Jill does
Jill
what?
gets super defensive. She gets a gun out. She tells Margot, you have to shut up for once in your life.
Only in Texas are you like... She gets super defensive. She gets her gun out. Yeah, she gets hella defensive.
What do you mean I have no class?
She gets her gun out and she's pointing it at Margot and she's like, why don't you shut the hell up for once in your life? And it's like, she asks her to put down her weapon. They ask her on repeat. Oh my God. And then a gun goes off.
And it's Callie because she's protecting the love of her life, Margot.
Yeah, because the woman always has a tiny gun in her tiny handbag.
Sweet Catherine Bohart. would you like to share with our listeners what Jill's last words are?
Sorry, it's so iconic.
It's so good.
Can I say that the last time I saw a scene like this, as dramatic as this, or acted like this, was, in RuPaul when they make them do acting challenges?
Yes. Same wig guy. Same bag of wigs that I'm using right now.
So as she falls back, dying from the gunshot wound Callie has inflicted upon her, Jill says, "You cunts." And it's just a great time. It's just a great
I want
great
those to be my
time.
last words as well.
Yeah. By the way, sorry, major swing to have two main cast dead in episode 7.
It's amazing. It's amazing because it's like it's that thing where, okay, well, now it's open season, anything can happen.
Yeah, it's kind of brave, and you're right. It's exciting because you are like, okay, cool. There's no
rules.
Yeah, there are no rules. At this point, I don't know about you, all the way through episode 7. Episode 6 to an extent, but certainly by episode 7, I'm like, where the hell is Eye Patch Guy?
Yeah.
Where is he? When's he going to show up? What's going on?
And I would like to say that episode 7 ends with 2 iconic things that I need to
Please
bring attention to from our listeners. First of all, there's an indie girl voice cover of Hurt by Johnny Cash.
Yes, there is.
It's so good. I didn't even know.
It's so good. Who needs diction? Who needs it? Not us. Not us.
And then after this woman dies in the campus way possible with perfect Stepford wife hair and says, "You cunts," the episode is in loving memory of Paul Teal. R.I.P. Paul Teal, but is that how you want to commemorate him? What are you doing? What are you doing in memoriam after a woman? What? Presumably a child killer goes, "You cunts." Thinking of you, Paul.
Yeah, that's actually crazy now that you say that. I do, and I hope his family's not listening. It's the truth.
I mean, I'd be offended. I guess you didn't like Paul Teal.
No,
very
you're
much.
right. It was absolutely bananas. And look, I don't want to think that everything about this show brings me back to heated rivalry, but obviously it does. Obviously, we've got we've got. To me, like, Una and Jill exist as counterpoints in many ways, because it's like, you don't have to be Jill. You can just be a good, intense mother. You can be a good boy mom.
Boy mom for good. And the thing is, if either of them should be struggling more not to fancy her son, it should be Una.
I agree. I agree. And then I also feel like, I was going to say there's an in memoriam for both series. The covers are crazy in this country version for sure. Yeah. But we're covering classic songs. There's a bit of parity here. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but I really will see heated rivalry wherever the fuck I want.
It's true.
And by that I mean
true.
everywhere.
Can I ask you a question, Catherine Bohart?
Of course you can.
Are you like a mystery girl?
No.
Okay.
Are you?
Yeah, I like a good detective story.
Like
I'll watch a Knives Out.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm the person who hates magic because I don't know what's happening or how it's happening.
Okay.
And
I'm the one who fucks the magician, so
you're clapping like a seal. I'm like, well, how are you doing that? We know it's a trick. Just tell us what the answer is. So no, I'm not. But I am very, very pleased that actually I came to this show for the sex, because I am enjoying the mystery. I'll give you that, May Cobb. I'm enjoying it. But I would like to go back to kissing boys next.
I need to find out if May Cobb is a real name.
We've okay, so that was
okay. This is the author photo.
Yeehaw!
I do like that.
Sorry,
I
May
like
Cobb's
that a lot.
author photo is her wearing a cowboy hat. We're obsessed. That has been episode 7 of Hunting Wives. We've, of course, we'll keep you updated, and we'll always read your responses on Heated Rivalry, because we love that lots of you are tuning in now. What was your what the fuck moment from this episode? Because I'll tell you mine. It happened in the first 10 seconds. It was when Jill came from breastfeeding.
God, it's good stuff. I honestly think that how May Cobb wrote this was that she saw a bullet vibrator and then was like, a bullet? And then she saw a lipstick and she's like, a bullet. And she was like, whoa.
Yeah, wow.
And that's literally all 3. Every meaning of bullet is covered in the Hunting Wives.
I hope that's it.
My WTF moment, God, I liked it too much for it to be just WTF.
Yeah.
I just really enjoyed it. And maybe that says more about me.
What was it?
Well, no, I said I like
the breastfeeding. You're crazy, girl.
I just loved how freaky it was.
It was so.
I
Freaky.
just fucking loved how
like
freaky it
I
was.
don't like it. I was calling the police.
1 second.
Please come quick. Yeah, her first time having him out there. I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's definitely WTF. Don't get me wrong.
Maternity ward.
I'm gonna
Sorry, I'm on
say
the phone.
Chip LaRue. The hell?
Do you mean Chip LaDoo?
Sorry, LaDoo.
How dare you? Get it right.
Chip LaDoo.
Use his name. Say his name. Yeah, Chip LaDoo is pretty fun. What's your favorite moment of dialogue in this episode?
My favorite moment of dialogue. What's up, his ass? Don't know, but I like it. Come
It's
on.
iconic.
Come on.
For me,
Please.
and I'm gonna get it right. I don't want to get it wrong.
Is it the coochie one?
You know it is.
Yay!
What did she say? Where is it?
I have it written
My
down.
coochie is rubbed raw. There it is. Yes. Bravo, May.
That's
Bravo.
really good stuff. That's really good stuff. Horniest you felt?
Horniest I felt during the show?
Yeah.
Uh,
Pegging?
No, for me it was right after. For me it was the proof of what a good pegging can do. It was a man about his business at work. And you?
It was the pegging itself.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
the pegging
That's
itself.
fair.
And maybe even the wipe. I like any like realism. Because that's a testament to the intimacy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like if they were shy around each other, she would like run into the bathroom or whatever. But here
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh,
we do
damn.
this every fucking day.
These guys are many things, but shy is not one of them. Hey y'all, you've been amazing. If you'd like to find us, you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
At Tonsil Hockey? At Tonsil Hockey Podcast.
Yes, and you can email us at tonsilhockeypodcast@gmail.com. Please do.
Tell
We'd
us what to
love
watch.
hear
Tell us
your
what to
takes.
read.
Oh my God, please, we're desperate. And tell us about fanfic. We will read it. Okay, have a nice day. See you next week.
Yeehaw.
Bye.